Ranking Lil Wayne's The Carter album series to try and remember the good times and why it's the highest selling album franchise in hip hop history. We have to start with Wayne's latest offering, The Carter 6, sitting comfortably in last place. Lil Wayne is notoriously detached not just from what's current in music, but from what's currently happening in the world, period, and I think it's really caught up with him because he has not evolved with the times. There are a handful of enjoyable tracks, mostly on the first half of this album, but there are too many very low lows. Next is The Carter 5. Similar to The Carter 6, it has a lot of lows, but the highs here are much higher, with songs like Uproar, Mona Lisa, and Let It Fly being the biggest standouts. But despite all of the big name features, much of this album is forgettable. Fourth on my list is the original album in the franchise, The Carter 1. While it set the tone for the epic run he would go on in the 2000s, he hadn't quite reached his peak form yet, and he was still finding his sound. I got The Carter 4 coming in at number 3 on my list. It's one of the most underrated albums of the 2010s in my opinion. This album is stacked with some of Wayne's biggest hits like 6 Foot, 7 Foot, and She Will with Drake. But the B-sides are also very strong on this album. At number 2 on my list is Lil Wayne's most commercially successful album, The Carter 3. It sold over 1 million copies first week, it's 8 times platinum, it won Best Rap Album at the Grammys, and it has mega hits like Lollipop, A Milli, and Mrs. Officer. But I think outside of a handful of songs like the ones I mentioned, You Ain't Got Nothing and Let the Beat Build, much of this album sounds dated. And finally, I believe The Carter 2 is Lil Wayne's best album in the Carter franchise. Simply put, I think it's Lil Wayne's best rapping, I think it's very strong from start to finish, and I think it's the album that solidified his claim as the best rapper alive when it dropped in 2005. Let me know how you would rank Lil Wayne's The Carter series and what your opinion is of The Carter 6.